In my last video, I had a really tough time. The warblers were way up high. I'm here where the trees, as you can see, are not a mile high. And so even if the warblers are up at the top, they're still closer to me. So they're happy. I'm happy. Hopefully, I have better luck. And actually, I already have had better luck because right over here, I just saw and got a few shots of a Wilson's warbler. The sun wasn't all the way up yet, the light was a bit low, so I opened my aperture all the way to 6.3 and my shutter speed was 1/500th of a second. I think that served me well, and I love these shots with the fog in the background. Warblers. The warblers were becoming active, and I kept a sharp eye out. The action is heating up right here along this wood line. Right over there, well, actually up in that tree, I just photographed another Wilson's warbler. Getting photos of a Wilson's warbler is fun. Seeing another Wilson's warbler and getting more photos, well, I don't have the words, folks. So I think my strategy for now is to simply be still, be watchful, and wait, because they're coming out of nowhere seemingly and flitting around, and then they're gone. So I've got to be quick. I stayed vigilant during the lulls, and soon activity picked back up. I just got some great shots. I think it's a Blackburnian warbler. Wow. I wasn't sure in these first two photos if it was a Blackburnian, and so I went to the What's This Bird page on Facebook by the American Birding Association, and birders there assured me, yes, Dan, this is a Blackburnian warbler. I got some great shots, and I love this next one. Warbler activity would ramp up, and then it would slow back down. It was sporadic. And so I continued to be watchful, and I tried a bit of pishing. I hoped that might lure some curious warblers to peek out from the bushes and trees, and perhaps I would be able to get some more shots. But when that didn't pan out, I continued to move along the tree line, and I was watchful for more activity. It didn't take long. Soon I found another great spot. Here I photographed a mix of warblers. Here's another Blackburnian resting in the shade. I think that's poison ivy leaves. And then I saw a chestnut-sided warbler and a bay-breasted warbler. That wasn't it. There was more action, and soon I got some great shots of a magnolia warbler, and then I got a look at a Nashville warbler and a peek at a Tennessee warbler. This is the only shot I could get soon. It was just gone. Wow. What a great time. So far, this is much better than my last outing. I'm getting more opportunities. What more can you ask for? The trees aren't as high, so they're in the treetops, but they're lower because the trees aren't as high. It's good for them, it's good for me. We're both happy. Take a breath, Dan. You're too happy. Perfect. There are black and white warblers right up there. I saw two black and white warblers in that tree. Unfortunately, you can't see them with the GoPro. I got these great shots and this wonderful shot. I love this. And soon it opened its wings and flew away, and I captured this moment. I'm literally beside myself with excitement. Wow. Soon I found another spot and I saw some more warblers. Right through there, way back there, I just got some magnolia warblers. One just flew in. These shots were taken at a distance. Yes, they are highly cropped, but I just love these magnolia warblers enjoying the woods early in the morning. I've been in this spot for a little while and it's slowed down, but I did see a female American redstart, and hopefully I got at least one good shot because she sure was beautiful. Well, I think the shots turned out pretty nicely. This female American redstart was captured in wonderful light. I love this little warbler. They're easy on the eyes. Soon I saw another one in the shade, and I love the tail feathers on that one. And here it is, chasing insects and living its best warbler life. This is fun. I continue to explore the area. The activity comes and goes, and I try to ebb and flow. When I see warblers, I stop. I get into the flow. I start taking shots. When they disappear, I ebb back and I move around like I am now, looking for more opportunities. The sun was hiding behind a cloud and it's coming out now. Maybe that stimulates some more warblers to start feeding. Ebb and flow? I don't know where I come up with this stuff. Well, I've ebbed and flowed my way back to this tree line where I had luck earlier. I filmed a male common yellowthroat this morning, and just a minute ago I filmed a female. Common yellowthroats are by far the most numerous warbler species we see in this part of Ohio. They are very territorial and they respond well to fishing. Dan, why is it that lately your videos have been about warblers? Well, it's fall migration. We have a large variety of warblers, many species, moving through this part of central Ohio. And normally, we don't see many warblers here. And so I feel I must take advantage of this short window of opportunity and get as many great photos of warblers as I can. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Soon I encountered this ovenbird. It's a warbler I generally see down low, so I was surprised to see it up in a tree. And I saw another female American redstart. They were everywhere. Here's a magnolia warbler peeking at me through the leaves. It was enjoying the shade as the sun continued to rise. The warblers are up high. Some have been coming down to feed, and that's when I've been getting my best shots. I just arrived at an area along this tree line I've been exploring, and right in here, a few minutes ago, there was a lot of warbler activity, and I was busy taking photos. I know there was a magnolia warbler in there, I think an American redstart, and there was so much activity, and I was taking so many photos that my shoulders ached from holding up my camera and lens. And that's a good thing. I held the camera for a long time, and yeah, my shoulders ached, but I got some great shots of another magnolia warbler bathed in the morning sunlight. It was absolutely stunning. Here's another magnolia warbler, and soon I saw another female American redstart. I looked around and tried to find a male. I only saw one, and this is the only shot I was able to get. Soon it was gone. Well, it is 9:29, and the warbler activity has noticeably slowed down, and so have I. But I'm being just as alert and hopeful. I'd like to see a few late feeders, see if I can get a few more photos. Perhaps there is yet one or maybe two surprises remaining in this outing. But I have noticed lately that right around 10, maybe 10 to 11 a.m. activity drops sharply, so we still have a little time. And so I continued to ebb and flow. Well, apparently I ebbed and flowed to another productive area, because right up there I just photographed
Another black and white warbler.
It quickly ebbed and flowed through the leaves of the tree. Finally, I got this shot and I felt a great sense of relief. I didn't know if I was going to get the photo. Woo!
A black and white warbler is a good one to end on. The activity is slowed way down. It's very quiet. However, this morning it was sporadic and explosive. What more could you ask for? I'd have to say my favorite warbler of the outing was the Wilson's warbler, because I've only seen one once before. That was about 2 years ago, and it was around this location. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.